Your boy is out of jail. Your boy is out of jail. I'm 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 out of Woo! Lord have mercy. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When you sing it, when you gotta and KS, no, don't do it.
I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. Ain't no chains, no cell, no nothing that can stop me. They may hold me for a while, but soon I'll be free. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but my God's got me. Y'all, I'm free. I am free. I am free. I'm free. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. Ain't no chains, no cell, no nothing that can stop me. They may hold me for a while, but soon I'll be free. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but my God's got me. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but my God's got me. Y'all, I'm free. I am free. I am free. I'm free. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail.
Your boy is out of jail.
Yo, welcome to Investigate and Advocate where injustice finds no rest. I am your host, Jedediah Brown, the proud commander of For the Culture, Investigate and Advocate, where we're getting, giving, loving, living, reclaiming our crown. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal night, as I am as well. And basically, I am having a good night. Give me 1 second. Yes. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? I'm not gonna sit here and go through all of this stuff all over again because if you've been paying attention, you already know most of it. If you haven't been paying attention, then you are going to sort of be caught off guard because I know you're here because of the work, because of the advocacy, because of the differences that's being made, because of the organization that's being built. And I truly, totally appreciate y'all for being here. But there is also some things that are going on, queuing in the background that I'm gonna have to deal with. So tonight, this ain't got nothing to do with you. If you are somebody who are here because of the progress. But one thing that I am very, very, very proud of, and I'm very happy about, is that there are people who know us for the great work that we are doing, that we have done, and that we are going to continue to do. Kevin, that's crazy. So listen, this is not going to be a long broadcast because I got to get to work. I got some stuff to do. I got some stuff to do. But yeah, I'll talk about that in a little bit. But basically, the reason why I come on here is because I'm so excited about what is taking shape and what is happening in my little world. We're getting ready to launch out and get to work. However, you got a little bitty gnat, or even though small, a gnat or a mosquito could be irritating. It's not going to be something that's crippling or something that is going to make any significant difference. but it's irritating. And so I'm not necessarily at a place where I'm allowing myself to truly be irritated. But what bothers me is when people who are supportive or connected to me are sending me these things, and then I look at it and I find out that there is no level of insult, there's no level of disgust, there's no level of offense. These people will literally go to whatever length that they have to go to try to be a gnat or a mosquito, to be an irritant. And I'm okay with it at the end of the day, because I know for a fact that not one of them would face me in person with the same energy that they have online. Keyboard gangsters is a real thing. I want to tell y'all that Beyonce's internet is a gift, but it is also something that got a lot of people false flagging and presenting something that they just simply are not. And that's about any of the life that they keep on presenting, or trying to play like, or put on an arrow. And with that being said, I think that I don't have to sit on here and do a whole lot of signifying, because people know who I am and what I am capable of and what I'm willing to do for the most part. But there are parts that people literally often underestimate, which I appreciate. I didn't come on here to play any games. I came on here to be very specific. Talking shit about me on the internet is a First Amendment right that is protected. And as a advocate, for the most part, I think that it's okay. I don't care about people's dialogue about me, because one thing that they will never be able to do is literally provide any receipts that I'm a bad guy, that I am an unlawful guy, that I'm an evil guy, that I'm a degenerate. Now, it's one thing to take stuff and spice it up and put your narrative on it. There's a whole nother other thing to put receipts to it. I have fought every level of government, local, state, and federal. I have fought every level of government, especially in Cook County, Illinois. And this is a simple assertion for people who are smart. If there was an opportunity to catch me doing something unlawful and to hold me accountable for it, I guarantee you that those that are in the halls of power would have been done it, because I've been standing on the neck of corruption, police brutality, uh, retaliatory shootings, and so many other things for quite a while. In other words, if it existed, it would be proven and prosecuted, and it would literally be a reason for me not to aspire to continue the great work that we do on a consistent basis. So, this guy Minion is literally dumb as hell. My reading skills ain't up to par today. I sat there and watched a very small portion of this because it was sent to me by members of For the Culture. And it came on the heels of a wonderful call with our For the Culture family members, because we are working and moving and forging ahead. It is also our understanding that this conscious lady is keep on trying to hint that she has a spy. This is what I want to be very clear as it relates to the people who are connected to me. If you ain't paid attention, I've been a one-man army in many cases, and I've been effective in a lot of them. And that's why it takes so many of you dummies to band together to even try to be an irritant to me. So get this, anybody that's connected to me, they're not fearful. We fearless. Y'all are not uncovering a damn thing, because we not hiding. Let's be very, very clear about that. I'm not hiding. The people connected to me aren't hiding. And we are definitely, certainly not scared. You don't have to try to infiltrate or sneak your way. Just do what you do and be the bitch that you are, and keep on supporting us like you actually do, and keep on dreaming and wishing that you were anywhere near what we are, by trying to get in our spaces. How do you talk about somebody every single day and then assert that they are nobody? You literally are, there are no words to describe what we are looking at. And so you can say something and somebody will feel something for a second, but nobody is really affected by none of this shit that these people are doing in a real sense, as it relates to the internet, as it relates to talking. Did you all see this man called Dusable? As a matter of fact, no, I don't even want to go to his page. But you don't even know how to pronounce Dusable, and you think that I'm moved by your investigation? You can't read. So I know you can't comprehend, minion. You literally, as a matter of David, you can't fucking read. But what I do know for a fact is that when it's one way and it's all going one way, it's okay. But how do you deal with a bully? You really got to stand up to the bully. So, David, you want to keep on playing these games about investigations, then I'm going to say this to help the cases of people who think they're going to file it. Let's go. Let's go. Now, let's look at your family and look at your background and look at your life, David, and let's see what we can come up. Now, I don't create videos because I don't have that kind of time. You sit your lame ass behind a computer screen and you put down videos with CapCut and all these programs. But this is what you don't understand. This shit is a two-way street on the internet. And I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead but this is what's really amazing to me. I don't think that y'all have paid attention enough. You don't need to dig into me or do no research on me, bitch. I have dealt with governments. In other words, are you not literally understanding that if I really wanted to put the energy, oh, wait a minute, I'm not running for Congress anymore. I'm gonna pause this for a second because one thing I am is a man with a little sense. And I won't placate or play too much into people's games, but I think it might be time for me to advocate for the justice family, for the I might need to advocate for the culture and INA because we dealing with a real significant injustice. They think we gonna keep on letting these people play with us in our face and with our shit, and this ain't never gonna return or it's not gonna ever be something that they're gonna have to face. And I got a good sense to know that they're not gonna be able to handle us coming back at them with what the fuck we got to come back them with because I got real people, not dumbass people. But this man literally, and this is what I saw, which is what made me say, you know what, let me come on here and be very clear here. Because you still learning shit. You still think you discovering shit. You're literally looking at public information that nobody is hiding from or running from. And you are finding something, and you literally, as I would encourage you to keep on digging deeper because you really don't know who the fuck you playing with. That's just going to be the long story short. You really, you know what? It's all kinds of stuff on Jedediah Brown. I think I showed this article before. Give me a second. I'm sorry, y'all. Something just came to my mind. I'm gonna give you. Dang, You gotta know how to find. You gotta know how to find stuff about me because it's not always easy. Not even for me. But where is that at? Where is that? All right, I have to find it because I don't even know where it is at right now. Who was the person? Yeah, I have no idea where this is at. So I'm gonna have to take some time to find it. That's what I'm saying. Even I don't even know where to find all of the stuff that I'm in and that I'm a part of. But they really not dealing with no little homie. They just keep thinking that. And the reason why is because when you know what you're capable of, you don't really need to flex it. Sometimes you just let people do what they do because you know for a fact if I ever responded for real, they'll be crying like the bitches they are. Remember Greg Greer? That the bitch that he is, all that tough shit. But the moment I finally responded, now I'm a whole mob action thug who ain't no real advocate. And so I know this. I understand what this is. And all of this stuff is mostly for clicks and views and shit on YouTube. And this is, and it's so amazing to me because again, if they are certain that I'm nobody, why are they fucking with me every day? And on top of that, why am I able to do all the stuff that I'm doing as a nobody? So you know what? If you this moved and this jealous of me as a nobody that ain't got nothing, that ain't going nowhere, then imagine how they gonna feel when we get to where we're going as a for the culture movement and family around this nation. He ain't national, but bitch, I can go to any state, any day, at any time, anywhere I want to, and I will literally have everything that I need taken care of or take care of it myself because that's how much of how blessed this nobody is. And so this is about literally they don't have shit. Okay, so let me go to the article that he was referring to today, that I just saw on the moment that I was watching his lame ass broadcast. This is why it's funny because as a nobody, Highline is literally a full fucking profile that was done on me. This is a New York Times writer who literally came to stay with me, took a residency with me so that he can write a story about me because he was inspired. And the people of the New York Times have been watching my advocacy for a while. So this man pulls up this article, and if you haven't read it, it is a very lengthy article from a gentleman who took up residency with me. So everything that he's going to talk about in this particular article, these are things that he actually researched on view. That is the difference between YouTubers and real journalistic integrity. That's rooted in real research where motherfuckers can not only read, comprehend, and write. So stop allowing, and this is to the general public, I don't really care about what they're saying. But when y'all see it, when y'all send it to me, I look at it, and then of course, me being who I am, I'm like, let me address this dumbass shit. But at the end of the day, we don't really need to address that shit because they literally have no soul, no character, no courage, no creativity, no inspiration, no nothing. This motherfucker literally got up there. Oh, he ain't had nothing to do with this whole little hot food giveaway. And now that they find out that I do by the mouth of the mayor of the damn city itself, now all of a sudden, oh, that hot food giveaway ain't shit. Come on, man. You literally, we would be wasting our time continuing to play with these fools in the internet space. I'm not doing it. I don't want you guys to tell me none of this stuff. Okay, I stop sending it to me. When y'all send it to me, it make me look, and when I look, I lose brain cells. Did you all not attend the all call of our members tonight? Did you get the good news that's coming down the pipeline and what we focused and working on? I don't give a fuck about some dumbass who can't even pronounce simple words in a sentence and can't even really determine what they looking at coming or going. Now he's gonna say on this broadcast that I was fucking homeless people. Number one, why would you disrespect homeless people like that? Because there are homeless people. Just because people are homeless don't mean that they are less than. There are a lot of people who are homeless for tons of reasons. So to even try to frame homeless people and sleeping with them as if they are beneath you shows you the character of the people that you're listening to on the broadcast. And be careful because any motherfucker could end up homeless at a moment's notice or a moment of a twinkling of an eye. It's very, very sick. and disgusting to see the types of narratives and the types of things that they're trying to put on. But here you go, bitch, because I know you're watching. Based on what I'm seeing in the comments, dumbass, go do your research, because obviously the company that I was working for, since I ain't never had a job, as a security professional, I'm going to help y'all out so that y'all can get the actual narrative. When I relocated from Chicago to Atlanta, it was during COVID. And so those of you all who don't know, I have a law enforcement background. And many people who leave law enforcement, they actually go to becoming security personnel. I was also working in SSAs in Chicago, and it was a experiment process that there was a lot of different changes going on. Somewhere around the time when they decertified the people in the airports who were actually police officers and demoted them to security guards. It was a lot of stuff going on during those times. I could talk about this from a lot of different angles, because I told y'all that the first time I met Frank Zuccarelli in Thornton Township was because of a freaking cover-up that was taking place, which I was arrested but never convicted. Anybody could be arrested for anything. You go before a court of law, all of the evidence are presented, and if you are guilty, you are then convicted. If you're not convicted and somebody then says that this is what you are, that's called defamation, dumbass. So you literally have people who will read an article with no investigative ability or sense to follow the fucking path to figure out what the truth is. And so we're going to be clear here. Jedediah has a law enforcement background. Why in the fuck are you addressing this? I'm going to tell you in a second, God's child, because I absolutely can. And now we're going to advocate for ourselves, and we're going to advocate for our organization, and we're going to basically throw the book at these bitches. That's why. So let me say what I'm saying so that you will get it. This man is on there saying that I'm sleeping with homeless people, and then he tries to follow it up with allegedly. That's okay. We are definitely going to keep on getting what we need to do, what we need to do. But in that case, I ran a COVID center. I was literally the lead. I worked for Jackson, who was the boss. He was the owner. I was the head of the entire security operation. So guess what, y'all? Do you all know that we were able to, with the city of Atlanta and with a nonprofit that's in Atlanta, come up with we came up with a plan so that homeless people who were outside would be able to find refuge and a home and shelter so that they would not contract COVID and die, and had the necessary resources. Bam! So for the people who say Jedediah don't do nothing, Jedediah not connected, Jedediah don't make a difference, that's one of those things which I was a part of that literally history doesn't show it because I don't tell it. I'm not giving them what they want to. I'm showing you how dumb they are. I literally can go talk to Andre. I was literally an advisor to Keisha Lambottom, the former mayor of Atlanta, when I moved into the damn city. I went from Chicago to Atlanta. Oh my God, Jedediah's. I didn't need to get in the news. I didn't need to do no big stuff. I'm that man. I'm him. I'm him. And this is what I want y'all to get. I'm not worried about them. I'm talking with passion because put some respect on my fucking name. So I was leading the security apparatus because that was my background. Now, when you look into the lawsuit, ladies and gentlemen, I sued them because the person who owned it, Jackson, and me fell out. So when we fell out and I was suing him, what you think that the motherfucker was going to do? They tried to come up with a narrative. So literally, they said that I was messing around with one of the homeless people in the goddamn facility. Literally, where was the homeless person? Never deposed, never a testimony, never a case. That would be me utilizing my authority to take advantage of someone. That is a criminal act. I've never been charged with nothing like that. So I'm saying this to you all because when you look at a dumb fuck who will read a document and literally has an agenda and don't know what the fuck they're reading, they will say stupid, sick, defamatory shit. And it's not okay, but it's lawful because he has free speech. So let me be very clear here. I sued them when they discovered my sexuality through a fucking article. Me and Mr. Jackson had a disagreement, and they tried to utilize that as the basis to not pay me what they owed me. And I ran that facility damn near 24/7, trained all of their staff, made sure that everybody was safe, and we did a lot of amazing things for the homeless community in Atlanta during that time. So this is what I want y'all to get. Tell the stupid bitch to continue to do the research. I won the case, which is partly why I'm so blessed. Because Jedediah don't lose. I won the lawsuit. They basically decided that when they realized the amount of evidence that I had to refute all of their baseless claims, they decided that it was in their interest to settle. And that would not just be the security contractor, but also the nonprofit. They all had to pay me. And God has been good. So I want you all to understand that these people have no level of insult, and they'll spin and make whatever narrative they can, and they got a few stupid fucking followers who will believe that that stuff is somewhere or go somewhere. But then he turn around and reads the article, and this is pretty much where I stopped it, because I don't have time for this shit. He's reading the article and he says, oh, Jedediah, a security contractor, lived at this place, my own house, and that I was housing people who didn't have a place to stay. So now he wants to try to make this a pattern. Did you go look at the dumbasses live and give him a view for the day? So wait a minute. Jedediah opened his personal home to give people a place to stay? What did they do? They just further discounted their own fucking rhetoric. Because to allow somebody to come in your home where you lay your head, where your personal possessions are, and give them refuge with no connection to you, got to be a person that got somewhat of a good heart. And damn, what kind of house you got, or what kind of life are you living where you can keep on letting people come in there that don't have a place to stay? That's the narrative that matters. But I don't care about that. I wanted to respond to that. But that ain't what got me the most irritated with this group of individuals. And the B-Knots is all of them, because anytime I respond, these bitch-ass motherfuckers start crying distress, emotional distress, literally calling mob action, filing fucking police reports and goddamn lawsuits. They the B-Knots, every single one of them, all in cahoots, working fucking together in an effort to supposedly take me down, and all they doing is irritating me if they get a moment to do it. And ain't none of their hands clean. And it's so funny because they keep on fucking failing, and they don't understand. You cannot swipe at a king and miss. But when a king get tired of dodging your fucking strikes, they are going to act. And I don't have it in me to allow the enemies of the day to keep on traveling with us. They will not be with us moving forward. And that I am committed to, and I promise. How the fuck are you filing anything on me about cyberbullying and I'm in your goddamn mouth every single day? It will fall on its face. Come on and get real. Now, that's not what's irritating me. This is what's irritating me. Because there has to be, at some point, a moment where you just fucking stop doing stupid shit. And so I'm looking, and this is what I receive in my email. Let's be clear here. I am not asking for anybody to send any third-party communication to nobody. I, as a man with the First Amendment of the Constitution, with no malicious intent, am able to speak freely about my experience. This dumb fuck then sent me 4 fucking items Now, when you're doing it on the internet, that's one thing. But when you start trying to tie up the court system or try to get the government to act against a person, that is another. So the fuck you gonna send me a goddamn cease and desist like somebody talking about your dirty, fat, irrelevant, fucking disgusting, powerless, stupid ass for stalking and harassment? How many times have y'all seen this dumbass person, even in the wake of a Charlie Kirk situation, talk about how many times they wanted to see me literally expire off this goddamn earth? So now you want to cease and desist? Let me answer that. Bitch, please. Because when I get done dealing with what I'm dealing with through the court system, I'm going to make sure everybody know everything they need to know with your now 40th fucking failed organization. A cease and desist, final warning, bitch. See you in goddamn court. Really? Ain't nobody even thought about you in years. You don't matter. Literally, you are delusional in every fucking aspect of the word delusional, and you are going to continue and always be a fucking failure in my shadow. And by the way, as I'm reminded, a cease and desist must be processed by the court. Shut your dumb ass up. Then summons for a protective order. I'm assuming that this is because they want key information and action to be, they basically saying, let me see, is this a motherfucker saying that they want, what is this for? What is this for? What is this for? It's been filed against you. A case has been filed against you. Summons for protective order. I'm not sure. What is it that this stupid fuck wants? You must attend court October 2nd, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. Within 7 days of a summons, you must file a document called an appearance. Wait a minute, what? Somebody said this is old, but I got this 8 hours ago. No, this is not old. I'm literally looking it up and to see this is not old. This is not old. Literally, I have a court date of October 2nd. It was filed, but I was given a court date of October 2nd. And then I'm going to tell you this for the record. This is not Raheem Shark's fucking email. Don't email him here. If you're looking for him, find him, dummy. But I have no intent to tell him shit because I have nothing to do with this. And you can't file him through me nor investigate and advocate. And then I got this. It is now called from the 6th Municipal Court of the Circuit Court of Cook County. So you mean to tell me now this fucking idiot is suing me? He has substantial injuries, good, and has long recovery period. I can't tell, but good. Physicians due specifically to brutally attacked by defendant Jedediah Brown, and the two defendants were arrested according to arrest records. Okay, emotional duress directly caused the defendants unproved actions. Mr. Shakur does not believe the two defendants are legally responsible. Wait, Mr. Shakur, as plaintiff, does believe that the two defendants are legally responsible for his injuries and plans to present the court's witness testimony, multiple layers of documentation, as well as video evidence to support the claim that Mr. Shakur wants the judge to administer both defendants $30,000 fucking dollars. And therein lies their goal. So they've been doing all of this shit because their goal is to try to get some money. They want 30, he want fucking $30,000. Punk ass bitch. This is what I just saw today. This man is literally harassing and stalking me, threatening me, doing it through the courts. I have not responded to this stuff seriously because it don't matter. But when you take it to these levels, I am irritated with these people trying to bring me into court. Now lies my point today. They want to do it, we gonna do it too. And I'm saying to those people on here that got my back, put on any contribution that you give that you are definitely standing with Jedediah. And I'm personally asking for you all to allow me and to help me so that I can make sure that I can get my lawyers to handle all this shit. I'm just tired of it. So all them banded together and they got a legal defense fund. All right, now we need our own. We're gonna do the same shit. We are going to have an attorney. We already have our own attorneys, but we're gonna go ahead and let them handle this because I'm tired of this shit. I'm not dealing with this shit. And now I'm asking for the people who are connected to me to have enough with enough love and enough. Basically, fuck, I'm finna flex on these hoes because I want them to see the difference between the little nigga and the big and whatever the fuck they don't think I am. I want to basically I want I am going to get they asses, and it is a personal promise before God Almighty. And I thank God for any and everybody who is sick of this shit like me, because I got too much real shit going on to be tying my resources up on this stupid ass shit. But I'm asking for y'all to please, because we are dealing with too much real stuff that we're trying to progress, and to back me up and let's together sue all their ass. Now, I'm gonna show you the difference between what they doing and what we about to do. And the first day, I'm over it. So what we have done, just so that we're clear here, I have a courtesy notice so that you all can see that I'm not playing. The first thing that I have done is that I have began to file my own documentation. The first thing, guess what, y'all? But this is wonderful, and I know for a fact that the judge did this on purpose because they had to see that I had already began to file my documents. I'm not going to put too much of my shit out there because we got to let this stuff process. Oh, interesting. So I was already supposed to be in court for a motion on the 2nd of October. So it's great because now they didn't file something and they gotta be at the court on October 2nd. I was supposed to have to serve them. But great, now they're already gonna be there. I'm gonna go and file a motion to dismiss on Monday because I'm over this shit. I'm tired of it. I was gonna go ahead, take my birthday trip at the end of the month, come back and deal with this fuck shit at a freaking hearing so I can have enough on the goddamn court record of everything that's going on, and then and going about my business. We will be asking for a motion to dismiss this shit on its face on the 2nd of October. I'm done. I'm over all of this stuff. But this is not just talking online. These people are filing documents. This man got a family, and definitely they think that because of his past, they finna jam him. I will literally, let me tell you something about this crew. That's my bodyguard, but I'm definitely a former bodyguard for him. But at the same time, everybody that they done disrespected and every space that's connected to me, it's time for us to deal with this for real. And that's why I'm on here saying, y'all, let's show them the. Yeah, don't they are live streaming you now. I know that. Let's show them. That's good. I want them to see the difference between them and me. Because if I ever wanted to get on here and ask for help, I would get it because that's just how it is. Like real motherfuckers is really on here that really fuck with me. I am going to literally. I'm hearing that there's a lawsuit coming from somebody else. I can't wait to see it. I promised y'all I was gonna countersue. I'm gonna countersue, but let me tell you about this guy and why it's so funny to me. He really thinks that I be thinking about and talking about him as an individual. I lump them all together. All of them together is one group that they're doing their shit together. They're idiots, every single one of them. So when I'm talking, unless I say their name in the moment, I don't think about one individual. But when I was watching his broadcast, well, and it'd be shocking them when I show up. Oh, you supposed to be bigger than this. You ain't supposed to be worried. That's really what they feel. Oh, damn, he paying attention. It make them feel good. It make them think they're doing something. You call anybody's name, this is the power of social media. Somebody's gonna tag them, they're gonna look. Don't mean that they really give a fuck. But this is what I want you to get. Here you go with this guy from Oklahoma, from the Middies guy. Shit, I gotta go. So the Middies guy filed a lawsuit against YouTube. YouTube won the lawsuit. These people paid for this man to go and file this lawsuit. He lost the lawsuit. After losing the lawsuit, you get a certain amount of time to basically write why you think that it should not have been dismissed. Now he was supposed to have gotten a hearing date. This is where the promise came in that we were going to lose our channel. The first thing that I want you to understand is that this guy is so fucking dumb and these people are so fucking misled that they thought that he was going to get our channel taken from us through a civil lawsuit that wasn't even filed against me. It was filed against YouTube. It added Money Boy Trey, some other YouTubers, and me into a lawsuit saying basically to show cause we were agents of doing what he was claiming and alleging. But he lost the shit. So then after losing the damn lawsuit, he creates a goddamn follow-up saying, this is why I think I shouldn't have had this case dismissed. And he puts a lot of the same goddamn documents in it. 5 minutes. He puts a lot of the same goddamn documents in it. And then the judge says basically, fuck that. We don't need another hearing. We do not need another hearing. I'm going to make my decision. I have enough evidence and I've seen enough to know what I'm going to do. But let me help you out. If it was already dismissed, fucktard, when I say that the lawsuit is processing, I'm saying now the judge don't even want to see your dirty, dusty, fat, stupid, busted ass. He's going to make his ruling without you when he's ready. There is no date aside. It's processing, ho. You lost. And our channel is still here. And when you keep on looking at all of these promises that are being made and nothing is happening, that should tell y'all everything you need to know. That's why they are not to be taken serious. So as it relates to the Minion guy, this is what I want to tell you. Because of you, I am going to do an amazing job of laying out the facts at the appropriate time. What's that guy named? Mr. Middies. To all of y'all, that want to talk shit, here I am. I don't know how long I've been on this broadcast, but so far I got $713.42 that's specifically going to me, basically responding to your dumb shit. How long I've been on here? It took us 43 minutes. That's how much you all have inspired people to have my back. $700 in less than 43 minutes. See, we got stuff that we're doing that's real. We got stuff that we could be addressing. I'm an influential person. I can raise resources. When you see people slowly matriculating into these spaces, don't let it be I just stay on Jed channel. Don't let it make you think that you're doing something. You ain't done a motherfucking thing. How long did it take you to get to 2,000? I am going to have every dime that I need to respond to every single one. Now, the difficulty here is because it's multiple people in multiple places and there are multiple allegations. So to have an attorney deal with all of this stuff, I got to make sure that the attorney is barred in these respective places and they got to take on all these cases. So the reason why we wasn't really doing nothing is because it wasn't significant. And we was looking at the fact that basically, long story short, we didn't want to give up all of our resources to fucking lawsuits, but they put us in a place where we don't even have no other option. We got to deal with this shit. And we got to make an example out of these fucking idiots because I have had enough of this stuff being sent to me. I don't want to see it anymore. So literally 43 minutes, $700, bitch, you ought to run for the hills because your help ain't coming over here. We are going to file the documents to respond to all of this bullshit. And now, And so, to be clear here, to those that have contributed, I am genuinely grateful. And we are going to have these attorneys handle these matters as it relates to this protection order stuff. I'm going to address it, but this is going to go to our attorney dealing with this civil stuff because I don't got time to be going back and forth. And you ain't getting a fucking dime from Jedediah, INA, or none of that shit. Remember those words that I said. It'll never happen. And bitch, I'll make sure that you be tied up so much and so fucking deep in court. But I don't even gotta do that. Based on the facts alone, and y'all being meriless and conscienceless and stupid as fuck, y'all have consistently given us all of the evidence of what's really happening for over a year now, almost. I don't know, not a year, but 6 months now. So sit the fuck down and stop trying to play with a big dog. I'm big homie. You'll never be able to sit down and raise that kind of resource in a matter of 43 minutes. If I wanted to deal with y'all and make y'all important, I would have been done that. But stop playing with my name. Stop playing with my organization. And get this, I don't give a fuck about no YouTube channel. This is literally a platform to talk. There is no way in the hell I don't have content. Do you know that we finna do 500 giveaways at 2 different states when I'm fucking ready? I don't need content. I could have went to damn Harvey and filmed me giving hot food away to the residents. There's a ton of things that I could be doing. I could still be running for Congress. That's how much I didn't give a damn about what y'all call yourselves doing. But I thank God for everybody who understand this is not something. Don't have me have to be put in a place where I got to deal with this stuff by myself because the resources that I have many dedications, and I'm trying my best to focus on people who really need. And I thank God for those who get and understand that and have contributed to helping me to have some level of backup and assistance to be able to address this. If I'm not mistaken, the retainer is going to be at least 2021 to $2,500 for one case. The amount of hours that the law firms have to put into this and all kinds of shit, I got to make sure that they are able to practice law in the appropriate spaces, and if not, I got to find a local attorney. So this ain't a game, a grift, a gimmick. Y'all ain't paying nothing to my personal bills. But today I'm being clear. I'm asking for y'all to give to Jedediah so that we can sue these hoes and we can do what we need to do to get them to understand. Don't stop fucking playing with us. Stop fucking playing with us across the board. I've had enough of this shit. Now, the last thing I'm gonna say is why this is happening in case y'all didn't understand. These bitches was waiting for a good moment to try to say something. When I went to Harvard and I started to support Clark, that's when these people started thinking they could find their little strength to talk shit. Get this. I've done my research. I'm going to take every bit of my energy and prove that Mr. Clark is not who they have said he is. And those of you all that are living in Harvey, please just open yourself up for the possibility that the truth is not that the truth that you've been hearing, that a truth is not the only truth. I didn't say that Clark does everything perfectly, but I understand a whole lot more than I did before I came into the city. And then guess what? Mr. Minion with a fucking opinion. Thank you so much. Because what I did get to see in that time I was watching you live, you reminded me of what Christopher Clark said about me before he met me, such as I did. I said things about him based on what those people were saying. But now that I met him and we got to do the research and figure shit out, now look at the tone. Look at what is being said now. It ain't about what's said when you don't know a person. It's about what you realize when you finally get to. And I think that this is what's really going to piss you off and get you to understand something. I'm one of the most formidable advocates in Chicagoland area. It ain't too many people who can say that they have done half of what I've done. And now Mr. Clark has me as a supporter. So motherfucker, hear these words coming out of my mouth. If you gonna think you gonna do anything to try to detract me, then you better be able to read and comprehend what the fuck you're reading, because when I respond, you're gonna look like the dumbass that you actually are. The fucking disappointment to your weak ass mama in her current state. Now, come for me, because I like that shit. I wasn't always, and I didn't get to becoming a fearless advocate simply because of my faith. It's also because I don't mind a good fight. So bring your bitch ass. I promise you, hear these words coming out of my mouth. You will never step your stupid ass in Chicago or Harvey with me knowing it. And you think you're gonna be around that bitch being okay. Now you can take that and clip it and keep it forever. Because when you come, you might want to add that to your fucking lawsuit. And I meant those words. Bitch, don't you ever show your fucking weak ass face in my city. You have officially been banned. When people tell you I'm banned, that's a rumor. When I'm telling you, you think you gonna come in that bitch, you will never step foot in that bitch. Ever. And I know it. Remember, I said the words, and bitch, you better come with a goddamn arm. And if it is the case, if I'm not mistaken in the assessment, no, I'm not even gonna do that. This is all I'm gonna say. Your move. But get this, you gonna be the fucking true example of a checkmate. And I mean that. I really mean that from the depths of my soul. And to hippopotamus, I still see your fat ass movements. You think you got the eye. Bitch, I'm the one with the eye. And it's a good motherfucking eye. I see more than you will ever know. Now, let me tell y'all this before I get off of here so y'all can understand. If it's $2,500 for me to retain the fucking attorney to take one of these cases, today with just one ask, we're leaving this broadcast. Look at God. Got my back. Oh my God. Wait a minute. As a matter of fact, is there anybody in here that understands the serious implications and the frustration that I have that will help us get to $1,000 on this personal particular broadcast with my personal ask so that we can get this to attorneys so that they can handle this civil lawsuit? Anybody? Anybody on here believe in this work enough? Here I come, 2 minutes. Anybody believe in this work enough that you will sow $200 into Jedediah's life for my legal fund so that I can actually deal with these dummies? And y'all, when I tell y'all they finna really, oh, he needed money, he ain't rich, whatever the fucking narrative is. Get this, 250 people is on my goddamn live right now talking, and they are literally responding by giving me the support that I am asking for. I didn't need to put a case. I didn't need to put a person, a city, or none of that. And by the way, I'm still one of the most requested advocates in the whole goddamn country. They just asked me to come to Robbins, Illinois. And as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, the residents of Robbins, Illinois, asking me to come so bad that they said, Jedediah, we will pay you because we know what you're capable of. In Robbins, Illinois, I was the Southeast Cedars youth director, and I also was an assistant to the Mayor Irene Brody, who was the oldest serving Black female mayor in the history of the goddamn country, if I'm not mistaken, in one of America's poorest suburbs. And we not only helped them with red line programs that was flagged to get no funding, but I helped them get double the funding that they got. You will never be on my level. You better dig deeper, bitch. Let me help you out. I have been the person with direct contact and a direct ability to speak to almost every mayor of America's third largest city, and I don't need a fucking appointment. I've told you that before. I don't have a connection to this governor, but everyone before him, since I've been involved in politics, I have. Wait a minute, I'm 20 fucking dollars away. That's why they mad. That's why y'all hate me. I don't got to get on here and I ain't putting y'all image. I ain't got to do none of that shit. I ain't had to do none of that shit. You know why? Because people actually see me get real results. Jamari Dent. I fought for that young kid who was bullied. His mother got over $1 million. I didn't ask her for one dime. I'm not asking for Nia Dukes for one dime. You motherfuckers will never know what it feels like to watch people who you fight for get some level of fucking relief and you ain't needing nothing or asking for nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm so motherfucking raw, spitting like a motherfucker. I'm so motherfucking raw that after doing the greatest and biggest fight in the South suburbs that has ever been waged against a mayor who was supposedly oppressive, I went on about my business. I didn't need to try to entrench myself in Dalton's business to try to make my name great or bigger than what it was. And when they didn't give me the thanks, I talked about it, but I still kept the moving the fuck on, ain't cried not one tear about it. And guess what? When I call, Their mayor responds. That's why he was on my shit and not Charles. Stay mad. And get this. Since I've been in Harvey, the fucking V-Knots of that particular area have now all been proven to be seen for who they are. So I'm glad that I came and found out the truth, because I almost saw one of the most amazing geographically placed suburban neighborhoods go into the hands of a fucking liar. Um, a liar and a spin master. And she proved to me that just because you're sweet don't mean you ain't sour. And as a matter of fact, I guarantee you I'm a righteous fighter. And I got enough proof and enough facts. And when I get done, they are not going to be picking Kobe Chapman to be the mayor of Harvey. At best, she has enough ability in her to become a D-list fucking actress. But take it a step further. Do research on me, my boy. I've already done this before. Albert Abney was running for mayor of the city of Harvey, but he had one problem: Jedediah Brown. And that's why he ain't won that election and ain't won one since. Ain't even ran no more. And how did I get reminded of that? Because Keisha McCaskill, who was running for commissioner of the 5th District of Cook County, when she met with me last week, said that that's when she was supportive of me, or she was helping me out because she agreed with that fight. And then this is what I love that Keisha McCaskill said. She said, Jedediah, I would love for you to make sure you dig deep in everything that you're researching. And then she stopped herself. The commissioner of Cook County said, oh, wait a minute, never mind, Jedediah. I know what you're capable of. I've been seeing you before anybody in the Southland knew who you was. Bitch, that's the government. You all will never phase me for real. At best, you get a moment in between my blessings and my work when I see the dumb shit and respond to it. But I'm going to always put you in your place. And by the way, I didn't even realize or remember that y'all gave money to Burgundy Blue to do stuff about me. And then somebody just recently told me that that's why her and Trina got into it, because Trina called her out for taking advantage of your dumb asses. I ain't never done it. So now get ready to cry, real tears of more failure, ho. Because being on here literally less than 1 hour, let me tell you why my organization is going to be national, and it is going to make a difference in these United States of America, and it's going to continue to be great. This is why, because I got $1,000 in less than an hour to defend in these lawsuits. So here it goes. I think here goes the long story short for the civil case, because I'm not going to tie up all of our resources for y'all. Here it goes to the civil case. Dumbass, don't worry about meeting or seeing Jedediah, because now you'll be seeing my attorney. And we're going to be asking for recompense. As a matter of fact, let me be a little bit more specific. We're going to specifically ask for damages, because you have tried to interfere and destroy my actual business that I've been known for years, decades. Oh, wait a minute. Beyond that, we're also going to be asking now for an order of protection, because there is harassment going on and cyberbullying. But then here is my solemn promise, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to see what God does and what the legal department does, because I am going to specifically tell my lawyer that I don't want just civil remedy, I want criminal. In other words, just like when your dumbass daughter walked up in there trying to press for my ticket to go to the county, it served her better to have shut the fuck up, because she got charged for spitting on me. And that was a move that I waited for. So motherfucker, y'all don't realize I'm not here to play. And this is what y'all really be butthurt about. I got a fucking army.
Y'all boy is out of jail. Y'all boy is out of jail. I'm 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 out of Woo! Lord have mercy. Let me tell you something. When you sing it, when you gotta and KS, no, don't do it.
I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail.
And to the one person, especially if you are in leadership, that calls your ass being clever, whereas it relates to conscious, get this. I ain't never missed yet, and I don't lie. I think we know who you are.
Y'all boy is out of jail. when you sing it, when you gotta, and
I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. Ain't no chains, no cell, no nothing that can stop me. They may hold me for a while, but soon I'll be free. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but my God's got me. Y'all, I'm free. I am free. I am free. I'm free. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. Ain't no chains, no cell, no nothing that can stop me. They may hold me for a while, but soon I'll be free. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but my God's got me. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but my God's got me.